So it's bouncing. It's just bouncing. I used compass in.
Hey guys, we are at Deep South Paracon in Enterprise, Alabama. It is Sunday, and we are going to do a haunted object demonstration. So we are already live, and I'm going to flip it around.
Well, I tell you, this is the first class outfit, very first class. They were there. Now the story goes back. It was my great grandfather's store, Mr. E.R. Porter, from Dothan, Alabama. So it's one of the oldest in Dothan, Alabama establishment. And he was also the first fire chief, volunteer fire chief of Dothan, Alabama. And there was times when I had experienced when I was little, a lot of stuff when I was going down in the basement. And I was scared in the basement when I was young. But now, since I've learned how to take care of my fear, going down in the basement, because I had to go down in the basement, do a lot of work, a lot of reconstruction work, a lot of energy. Like I said, I would get so much energy that I would come up sweating, and almost like just rest. And it's just sentimental reasons. And so somehow with God's work, out of the work of Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior, our Lord and Savior. Deep South Paranormal, Web Paranormal, was coming in just touring your hardware. Someone just told me to actually speak with them and tell them what was on my mind. So, and I did. And it was getting to me, and I just wanted to know the truth about stuff. Because I've heard a lot of stuff, a lot of rumors, about the downtown basement. And basically, what I was told is back in 1850s, they would bring federal prisoners down there. And you had to check the guns at the front of the office. Because they had an officer there. And it's just so much. I mean, y'all just need to come see it. It's 136 East Main Street, Dothan, Alabama, 36301. I'm there Tuesday from 10 o'clock to 5. And I could go on and on and on. But like I said, I just hadn't experienced a lot of that.
Wait,
A lot of stuff going on. We had a movie film upstairs and over on the other corner. Well, if y'all remember the movie Clown, I don't know if y'all know Dothan Opera House, but they were showing that movie. So part of that movie was made at ER Hardware in one of the paint stores. And it was very spooky, because even some of the movie experienced some of the paranormal stuff. And like I said, well, my last wrestling match, and like I said, I've already retired 3 times. And my tag team partner, long tag team partner, told me to just come back. Do what I can. Because I really need to do a lot. My knees shot. Sometimes I'm on pain meds that just don't agree with my system. But, like I said, it takes a toll on your body with wrestling. But, my dearest, best, uh, this is my last match right here. And, he said, Russell, I would rather have you my last match. And I was in Houston County, Fairgrounds. Now, needless to say, I retired 3 times. And it just, this right here, I'm wrapping this off. Whoever wants, I don't care. I'll let Stan make the price for Lee Strong. To me, this right here is priceless. But I wanted to go to something SOS. Don't see. And like I said, I know I get choked up about this, but whoever gets it, put it in a frame. And always remember, God will always be there for you.
Thank you, Russ. So you're interested in making a purchase of this beautiful picture of Russ getting his honeybee by his best friend. He's here. And I want you to know when we did the ghost hunt on Friday, he came through
Wow.
and he wanted to come to the event. And so did Dr. Flowers, and so did a little girl named Emily. And I'm getting chills up my leg. Dennis Gale, yes, one of his wrestling promoters. And they felt like it would be easier. There we go. There's no reason for a stuffed scarecrow to be on page reading. It is very, I'm back to feel. Yeah, we're getting a hug. We're getting feel it. We're getting a hug. So if you'd like to bid on this, so that Russ will have the opportunity to give a donation from his work to the animal shelter that Web Paranormal has, I'm really it's right here. $3.20. Here we go. Sit it right there. And we'll make the announcement. I'm gonna bid.
And I'll leave it signed. I'll leave it signed.
Perfect. So it is related to one of our investigations. It came through, look, at the K2 meter. There's probably 5 different spirits that have used that object in order to come to see you. You feel it too? See, they're walking around. She said she's got a cold spot. We've got cold spots over here. You're probably going to be greeted by these people from Dothan. My back. My hair's cold. Okay, so we're getting a lot of paranormal activity here. Yeah, what was it?
Dear Dawson.
And the K2 is going off. I think I've got a cat following it. Yeah, he's seeing the
There's one on the table.
That's right.
Very last point.
I hope you guys can see that haunted objects are real. Just from this little bit, you're feeling it out here. I've definitely got something happening on my back here. We've got this going on. So I want you to know that I did a deep dive on really what is an eternal soul. What is that? Does it exist? And we went down the rabbit hole with that pretty far, and we ended up studying brain surgeons' work and their research. And I have a video that I've created that I'm going to ask the paranormal to play. I used it during parapsychology when I was science and supernatural to explain. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I will say that during the time I listened to 5 different brain surgeons, one of which was significant in the treatment of epilepsy by silencing certain parts of the brain or even cutting the brain in half so that the seizure would happen on one side of the hemisphere and not the other to reduce the effects of a grand mal seizure. And what they were able to discover is by studying near-death experiences, treatment of epilepsy, children that are born with brain defects, where they've only got a third of their brain, that people that have a portion of their brain can still achieve a master's degree, have complete abstract thought. Your brain obviously helps process sensory input. It can help your heart beat and your lungs beat, your body producing urine. It's just our reflexes that are automatic. And it can also help you think about things like math and science, obtaining information and retaining it. But nowhere in the brain, neurosurgeons have not been able to identify where abstract thought comes from. So let's say I want an ice cream. I'm not supposed to have ice cream, and I'm standing there looking at a chocolate bar. I can get the information, gosh, that's going to taste really good. I can remember it. I can taste it. This is a really good brand. I'm only going to be here for the weekend. Or the other side of my brain, I can think and say, I don't need it. I'm trying to lose weight. My sugar's too high. Blah, blah, blah. That's it. But then our soul is where we make our decisions. And nowhere in the brain can neurosurgeons figure out where that exists. So the best that I can tell you, based on the research that I have, that this one researcher put together from information from Russia, from Sweden, from the United States, or II research, from the 30s research when they were trying to treat these seizures, all the way to today, our soul does exist. From near-death experience patients, we've been able to identify a person could be chilled, blood drained, operation on the brain, blood added back to the body, and reanimated where they were dead, and then brought back because they were able to stop the body from decaying. That happened to this one particular patient. Like I said, I've got the data. She said she saw her soul pop out of her body. She was floating in the ceiling, watching them do the surgery. The doctor was like, what? There's no way possible you could have seen that. She told them what they were wearing, what music they had playing, what the instruments looked like. That kind of thing, where it can't be explained otherwise, you have to accept the fact. The eternal soul does exist. We do not lose our consciousness after death. And you're just now learning what the brain can do. Our soul animates our body. And if our soul animates our body, and it exists when the body's gone, it's a very short trip to understand that there are objects that can contain our soul if a person's soul chooses to do so. Or better still, energy can't be created or destroyed, only changed. So there's going to be objects that may have trauma, the energy of a trauma marked on it, so that whenever a person experiences it, like the grandfather clock example, we were called to an auction house, a lady fell down her steps, hit her temple on the edge of the clock, and the clock stopped exactly when she died, 3:15 a.m. And it kept trying to get it to run, it stops at 3:15. They took it out, got it fixed, brought it back in, stopped again. Did it the second time, fixed it, brought it back in, and it stopped. I finally just said, there's no way that clock will stay in that house. It has a trauma bond with it, and the energy is stopped. That's what it is. She's not there. We had no contact from anybody in that house that was not in mine. So that is one of the examples of isolated haunted object that has a trauma in it. This one is an attachment. And Matt, would you like to talk about getting these new people in? Yes, this one's an embodiment, sorry. And this one is also this is by choice. They're saying hello to everybody. I want you to know we have not touched. Russ, do you see anything behind the doll, or I don't have a magnet or something? This is a K2 unit that we pulled out. I had it in a bag over there, and it's going off, and they're saying hello to you. They were very excited. I wish it could get up and dance. Wouldn't that be something? That would be, no, honey, they can't do that. But they can come over and give you a hug. The way you'll know is you feel a cool touch, and it's not air conditioning. Just listen really close. If the air conditioning, the wind is blowing, then you know it's the air conditioning. So you have to troubleshoot and try to analyze in your head. But the lady beside you said she felt a cold touch, and people have experienced it as well before you came up. It's cold because they're using the energy that's in the room in order to communicate. What's it like? No, they're not unloving. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, but he's good. All right, so here's the next object. Let's see with this family. Yes. They are there because they wanted to visit with us. They were part of our investigation, and I suggested they come along. They were afraid they couldn't do that. So this is a way for them to, when women are pregnant and they have that focal point they're taught to focus on because they're going through pain. Well, they're not in pain, but they do have a focal point, and so they're able to connect that way. Now they're going back with him. This is not going to be, but that was their way to visit. Okay.
Very interesting. Probably is here at that moment. We will find out. Here we go. Ready to hear something? I have to move over here a bunch of animals and whatnot, but this thing right here.
Blake.
There's a guy that used to live here. He's like my father, and his name was Mr. Fry, and he was a local critter getter animal, wildlife. That's why I live right there too. Like helping people out. This is wildlife you want to call it. But in the 1940s, he had this fox right here is a gray fox, and they'll go around and come in and people's chickens, and actually be attacked by people's cats and run off. That's what he was telling. And so he think the township in Nebraska. That's what we call Nebraska. The township in Nebraska, the village hired him. He tracked something like that. And over the years, if you look at his face, it's real vicious looking. Because those actually come out kids, like anybody's bad, about rabies or something. Now, he actually did this right here. He tested this. When he was at his house, he was telling the stories a lot of times he was sick. He don't have to sit there. He had this like he had this right case where he had to sit like this, and next thing you know, he'd be tilted or moved to the left, like right before the sister moved and all that. And spiritually, several times, the stuff that we call, the beard track, with that we call, and then that thing he asked me, like, he said, did you go over there right now? Because it was on there like here sitting there. That thing literally, it's just shooting me. I'm not going to scare the person. This takes a lot to believe anything. I think this, he said it was wrong. I want to bring this up to y'all. Stuff is really different. You guys see this right here. So, yeah. I'll show it to you right here.
All right, so we have had people come to our booth looking for her. She was sitting here and now she stepped away. But she said she walked by my booth and his, Tiki's booth, and she felt anger. And she's a very relaxed, chilled out lady. And she was feeling lots and lots of anger. And I really believe that she was picking up on this very angry creature. Uh-oh. Yeah, that would be for sure. Okay, I know you can't see it, but we're investigating now. Let's get this a little closer. And move you out of the way. This one just came in. And that one right there is. All right. The cat ball is not turned off. And because this one indicates you either side. Okay, can you please see if I can how do you communicate with an animal? Hey. Okay. This animal had a okay. I feel a really sore spot here on my neck. I believe that this animal was attacked several times. It was an attack in the neck, and I don't know if it was sick, mentally just ill. That's me. I don't know exactly what it was, but the injury had to do with the neck, and he had a personality problem. He was the patient's going on. Come on. I think he was. Yeah, they didn't know about it. Look. More energy that I'm giving it, the more this thing is jumping. See if we can get a reading on this. When we recorded with possessed, a lot of the evidence was captured by telephoto cameras. You know, I think we're at a disadvantage here. Spend time trying to catch it. Thank you for recording. Yeah. There's a trauma that's connected with this. Clearly, he was killed, but the trauma was found inside here. That was not me.
That was not you.
Okay. Well, all right, so I got it right. But illness was why he was so mean. Yeah, I think he was attacked. I'm glad he was down. I'm glad that he was suffering. Right, and the compass is John. Yeah, I think this mystery solved. I swear, when I put my hand in front of him, I swear I believe he's going to jump and bite. He was there. You want to bite me? Oh my God. But there's been two people in total, but one in particular, she came by and she's actually taking my your psychic connection class. She does have psychic abilities. And it's still going. All right. Can you?
It's going in.
Can you play with this? Can you make this go off? This thing is really going along. I don't think it's gonna stop. Yeah, it's stop. Okay. So thank you for letting us talk to you. Yeah, he's getting this. You know what? There are worse things than death. Okay? And suffering is what I come to. So I'm glad that he was put down, and I don't feel that he's suffering now. But boy, he looks ugly, doesn't he? Woo! You're a one ugly guy. Thank you for taking such good care of him. Thank you for letting us experience him. Let's take a video. Come on stage. And at some point, I want to tell you guys about my little dog here, but I'm going to hold on a second. Okay, so yeah, I've got a short cord. This is my mom. It's just to have an idea of what people that are from the state of North Carolina, they visit us. Apparently, the town that was very around and she just
Like, can you show
it's beautiful. Let me show you my. Wait a minute. There. Got it. Okay, can you guys see it? It looks like the state of South Carolina a little bit. It's a triangle, and it looks like it's silver solder around it, and it looks like it's got a band that comes over. I don't know if it's a pattern, just a piece of. I think that might be a type of wax. And I'm getting a fire. Oh, yeah. You see? Yeah. Okay, let me try this. I can feel memories. That's really cool. It's a really, really nice necklace. What I mean by that is it's definitely got energy. Here, let's see if we can do a little something. This thing here that I've set up is called a medicine wheel. This is seminal spirituality, I guess you'd say. If you study the thrones of angels, or the different choirs of angels on the thrones, and they're the angels that are over all the elements of the earth, fire, and water. So what I usually do, this is very old tradition and practice, I use the elements. And if you want to feel it, you have to feel it. Right here is then should be cooler, and then water. So it's going to be cooler here and warmer here. It's very small. You can feel it. Okay. This is not as strong as the open that I use. It's in the car. These are just chakra stones. But I think it's perfect for the situation. And what I'm doing is very similar to an EM pump. Those of you that are ghost hunters, EM pumps will push out into the room. Turn it on and let it percolate. So when you go back in, there's something there that has energy to it. It should have more energy now. Okay. It does give off more energy. See how it's getting faster? It's not. Yeah. Right in here. This one's much stronger. What I'm doing is I'm moving the app. Every time I swing the necklace, ooh, and I can't. Like this. All right. Is there a spirit here that would like to communicate with us?
it's going back and forth?
And that's yes. Okay. All right, let me get on my knee. If I get on my knee, y'all gonna have to get me up, okay?
sympathize.
All right, Richard, you ready?
Wait, let Richard do it. He's got his,
Yes, please.
can I share real quick? Richard, he has his IDC device.
Put this up here too.
This one's really awesome. You gotta touch it.
I put the antenna on it so we.
Oh, you don't have
So
to
we
touch
don't
it. Okay.
have to touch it.
All right. Sorry. Right here. All right.
Okay, now you've got a voice. Yes.
Yeah. It says
Did you
yeah.
guys hear that? Matt, come over here. Put it right here.
Yeah.
Watch my foot, don't get caught.
I asked them, I put them on over there. I said,
All
"You
right.
wanna go on
You
stage?"
said that you have a voice and you like it. What is your name? Does your name begin with the letter B? D? No. Is it C? The letter C? Yes.
E.
E.
It said E.
Okay, E.
You guys hear it?
So E, yeah. Are you a lady? Not. Is your name Elijah? Yes. You guys see that? Is your name Edward? Yeah, his name is Edward. Nice to meet you, Ed. Did you live in the town where this piece of jewelry came from originally? Yes, heard it. Are there any other people that come? Are there any other spirit family that you have that follow the necklace, that come and check on it? Yes. I don't know if you can hear it. Woo. All right, so finally, do you like the lady that owns the necklace? Because she bought it with the intention of honoring you guys. I'm getting yes. Do you know the lady's name that owns the necklace? It's kind of like, Erie? What's another chance? Diana, that wasn't it.
Something's going on because your KT's going off too.
Yeah. I know.
It's like freaking them out.
There's too many people.
What's wrong, dude?
Calm down. Okay, calm down.
Yeah.
Chill. There we go. Oh, good.
Slow down. Yeah. KT's going off. All right, calm down. Are they freaking you out?
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
Come on. Go back to regular scan, okay? Yeah.
There's a lady here. Maybe she was someone named Eve. I'm taking that over here. I think it's safe to say the thing's haunted. What do you think? Yeah,
Wow, man.
that was crazy. So
Look,
basically,
look.
when you
It's still hanging out.
She's still, whoever's right here is still here.
Yeah, thank you for saying hello to us, Eve. Thank you. Thank you, Edward.
You do
Be sure to tell Miss Diane you said hello. Okay, be sure to let her know.
it. Yeah. It's cold right here. It's
Oh,
cold,
it's very cold right
it's
here.
cold right here in the front.
My
Right
arms keep
Thank you
itching.
very much.
here, make me.
here. She got chill bumps.
I get chills like that.
I do.
There was just like when you when you picked it up.
Don't buttons.
Okay, I got it. Look at Quinn's arm.
Yeah, I got bad, and it's all over.
It-
And
it-
Richard too.
Yeah, it got cold right here, so that's why.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. That's cool. Thank you. You leave it in Richard do more.
My baby.
It's Richard's new baby.
There's a whole party happening here.
It gets a little, I want to be able to hear her.
Say hello to Dr. Flowers. There we go.
Like this.
You got another one?
Yeah, hey, let's see if we can get Mark to talk.
Okay.
Have you got another item?
I do.
Well-
Yes, dear. To Martin, okay. I'm gonna do my best to explain this without.
Let me. Can I walk her away?
Yes.
Richard, will you? It's live. Will you
Okay.
do my thing?
Yeah.
Walk her away. She doesn't like to hear her story. I'm gonna
Yeah,
walk
she's
her away.
a little scared about it.
I'll just walk out the hall. Be back in a minute.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. All right. Okay, so she's gonna take Marley out of here. So when I was filming Repossessed, we were in New Brunswick, Canada, and in Nova Scotia, not far from where. In fact, some of the camera people that were filming with those islands were on break, because they'll film like a week or two real intently, and then take a break for about a week. And that's how we did as well. So when they were on break over the island, the cameraman came to us and filmed, because they were already in the location, perfect. And then they bounced back to the island and we moved the location. So we were in this jail that had been decommissioned, super old, and there's several pretty crazy prisoners that had been actually executed there. It's called the Dorchester Jail. And the man that owned the Dorchester Jail, he bought it from the state or federal, state or federal. When it was decommissioned, he was retired to sell his own jail bill. He bought it. I'm just trying to stop the go, just go. Anyway, he buys stuff. He goes to the state sales and auctions. One side of the jail is a bit of breakfast, the other side he keeps all the stuff in. And he's got comic books, and he's got action figures, and all these different characters like from comics. He's got military supplies, he's got China jewelry. I mean, you name it, he bought a ring, he's got that there. This guy's just a real like guy. It's really fantastic. If you watch Repossessed, it's on Hulu, Apple TV, and Disney Plus, and you can see which episode it is based on the location, and you can watch it. He has sold it. And but it used to be, I don't remember for you. Anyway, he called me and said, I just got an estate, just sold an estate sale, and I bought a bunch of old dolls for my stepdaughter. And I just got, we were about to go to sleep. He called me at almost midnight. And he said, they're all coming to you. I'm like, wait, whoa, and what happened to you then? And he said, we were about to sleep, and I heard rustling noise into the jail to see if there was like a mouse or something. And he was going around with his flashlight, and there were a bunch of dolls in the estate sale, and it jumped off the bench in the workout room 5 feet at him. He doesn't do hard stuff. When we were filming, he stayed outside and talked to people. His wife was setting up food for us and stuff. And he didn't want to have any part of it. But then he brought an object in, and we were investigating. He's supposed to stay on camera to talk to us. And he was backing up like this the whole time. He had to keep pushing him forward. He just doesn't do haunted stuff. And he was not having any of the doll clothes, the dolls, nothing. And I could hear his wife in the box tape going around and around the box. I mean, it was like that tape when it came to me. I sent him postage money, opened the box when it arrived. So I didn't just take it, right? So I paid the postage. And Marty was in there. And there's another dog over there. And I told him, I said, well, yeah, these things on. He said, like, what's on it? I mean, what happened? I know that the lady bought her estate. She was murdered. And I said, what do you mean? What are you talking about? He didn't know. And I said, okay, well, tell And she had plays, she organized them, she planned on marketing for front. She did work with newspaper, with actors and actresses and dancers and things like that. She had dolls at home. She was chasing the funds, getting ready for another show. Her husband had some sort of mental break, and he went into the house and abused her, killed her, and cut her up. And she's missing a lot of rehearsals, and so the actors and the other people that worked for her at the theater called the police because they couldn't get her on the phone. And the police went to do a well check, and they discovered her in the situation she was in. And so when she fell, now if you start to think about near-death experiences that I was telling you about the other patient that she came out of her body and then but they got her and she got in. The way that Marlene explained it to me, she came out of the body when her husband was doing this thing, and he had no resuscitate. Okay? And then and so he did other things to her. And so anyway, and she disassociated. She came out of her body. I would write about this in the book on objects of possession that used to die, but I would never give her name because it feels like I'm holding. I'm making books talking about her story, and it's her and her family read it. You know, I mean, I don't know that she is in the situation she's in. So she makes out with this. She makes out with this. She was stuck in the doll. She embodied the doll. And if you see my book, there's imprinting where there's a little bit of personality in the box, but not much. It's more of the memory of the trauma of the client. That's more of an imprint. Whereas Marlene is in her. So she goes by Marlene now. She told me she likes Marlene. Okay, here's Marlene. Here comes Ken.
Yay.
Here comes Marlene. Thank you for visiting Marlene. Marlene's a very sweet lady.
It's storming, by the way.
It's storming.
Ain't that something? Just when we start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here she is.
Starts thundering.
And the device that Richard has is called an IDC device, created by James Ray.
Show it, Richard.
Voice recorder device. You know who he is?
I'm afraid.
Oh, you're afraid. Okay.
Are you?
Probably. He's going to be doing some filming in Florida, and you're going to see that in yet to be discovered where we're going. Let's see if we can get Mark and say hello to you guys. Remember, she's in theater, so she's Eva. Just like me. Yeah, we want to talk to you, Marlene.
You put the microphone down there.
Yeah, if you can put her hand like near the antenna.
It's holding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
it is.
She's touching the end.
She's touching the antenna. Marley, can you please say hello?
Say hello, baby. Okay. Don't be scared. I don't know if that was my hand. Did I touch it when it happened? It was low. It was low. Let's do it again. Thank you, man. Hello.
Y'all hear it? It's hard to talk when you don't have physical ability to do so. Thank you, Marlene. I appreciate you saying hello to everybody. Honey, we're going to talk a little bit about you on the Amherst Theater. It's you and Story, the Amherst Theater. What was your favorite play? What was one of your most successful performances there? It was a big one. I was very loud. It was a British play. Was it a British play, Marty? Uh-huh. Did you do any children's plays? Sounds like that. We wouldn't know that one. Children's plays. Everybody's worried about you being happy. Okay, we all know that, you had a very difficult situation to deal with. Baby, do you feel you're peaceful? Are you enjoying yourself? This is very important. Okay, you treat me just like you're one of us. And we want to know that you're okay. As for you, Marley, are you happy with us? Are you doing okay? I know it's not perfect, but are you okay? Do you enjoy traveling?
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 good responses.
So maybe low on energy. Are you getting tired, maybe? It's okay if you are.
That's what happens. They start losing it.
Yeah, you gotta have
Get 3 or 4
they
good
get
responses.
energy anymore. Yeah. So, can you make a light sound for us? It's jumping. Do you like the new rocking chair? I think so. We're starting to experience going outside and sometimes it being quiet, sometimes it taking its away.
Why don't we see if somebody else has one? I don't.
Talking up a storm as soon as you move the microphone.
Are you happy? Are you spoiled?
Yes, she is.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Said something. Yeah. Like, yes.
Can I ask her something?
Yeah.
Marley, did you like New Orleans? You hear? Say it again.
I did. She said I did. I didn't get the microphone over fast enough. She said I did.
Say it again. Did you like New Orleans?
I did. Yeah. She said it.
Oh,
I think
just
she
said,
said it.
just said something.
Say it again, baby. I ran the place. Did you act, Marley?
I'm hearing yes, I did.
Were you an actress or did you just manage?
I think she did it all. Were you a singer? K2's going on. I thought I just heard her say, the way I hear.
I think the microphone affects it a little bit.
Yeah, I think the microphone is not able to pick it up. You're hearing it better here. But she was a singer as well. I didn't know that about you. She's really pretty lady. So you are now. So this little came to me, came to me just a few minutes ago. I don't see the people that gave me first week, but actually it's not her, it's him. You really have to work with that. It's something very hard to practice. Did you hear that yell?
Yeah.
She said, yeah. I'm sorry. This is church class, middle church. All right. Tony, are you here? Are you attached to this little guy?
Hmm? Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear it. Tony, I'm sorry you died the way that you did. I could feel violence and also illness. Yeah. Thank you, Marley. It's been a long time since she's had a walk. Let's give her a hand. Thank you. Okay, what's going on? All right, now you've got two little balls in front of you. If you can tap one, they'll light up. And this lights up as well. And this gets your voice.
Huh? Yeah. The whole song changed.
Look at the picture. Look. It's taking the out and the whole tone here change. What I picked up on is there's a child, teenager type named and it was just violent wrong, so he ended up dying of a illness. The person that inflicted the pain on him was being driven by a dark force. And so it's almost as if the person was murdered by the same. So I had to work on him like he just came in. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Tell me, do you need help? Of course. Of course.
Put it over my hand and it starts making that squealy sound.
Yeah.
Like he does like
Do you feel the energy? The pressure, do you hear me say the pressure, and he started yelling. That's not Tony, that's the energy. In a situation like this, I would use the doll, not have any attachment. This is called a keyboard, and it looks like a doll, which that's exactly what a doll is. It's a keyboard. I make it look really silly. If there's a spirit that is in emotional distress, I pick on something that looks stupid. I mean, you gotta admit, you know, he's got hair plugs, he's got his eyes on.
We made them.
We got butt crack. I made these, and they're called butt crack dolls. And so I would give one to the entity to change their mood, to change their mind, their mental defect and negativity, and all the time doing it dormant. The idea is to take the energy away from it, okay? Which is the purpose of the church glass. How many prayers are said in that church? Healing and love, things like that. So it's really haunted with positive love. So I'm basically letting this thing chill out. I don't want any of this to be affected. This is advertised on social media or somewhere. They may be edited content, and the family said that it felt like the Conjuring vibes with it, and she wanted to sell it, and what she had in it, and the lady bought it, and she's got some disabilities, and she's got some health issues, and other things she's dealing with, and so she gave it to me, and I gave her some jewelry, because I didn't want to take anything without being funny about that. I want to take something from somebody that they paid for, this was wrong. So, Tony's with me now, and we're gonna figure out, I'm also getting a pen in my back here. I'm wondering if it is working, because it feels like here's, I don't know, there's a lot, there's just a lot. Okay, now,
Alright, so with this, we got one of the Civil War guys. Most of you gone through it, so now we're just going to the no longer on stage. This is Derep. He was a Polish soldier that was drafted at 14 years old. And really just ran boldly home. He was wounded, taken prisoner, and was under the and the German soldier took his he ended up in a museum that he was mislabeled and put in the emergency stuff. And he was what's in the museum? And you will see his attorney as things were getting knocked off the camera, the files in the camera. They got support from the police were involved, and they came out and set up extra cameras to figure out what was going on. You would hear gunshots, stomping, and foreign languages. So basically, these guys were fighting the war about every night, and he was destroying them. He was being victorious. He was knocking all the Nazis down. So, once they realized it was him from the videos, they removed him from the display that was waiting to destroy again. But the curator of the museum was a little bit freaked out because he had to clean this up every day. He was freaking him out. So he called us up, he called my wife and said, I'm bringing this to your house. What's your address? Give me the address. It was a 6.5 hour ride for him, and he called and said, can you meet me at the street? And he met me at the street.
I was just driving the house, okay, I said, I'll meet you halfway. No, that's fine, I'm going right to you. Oh, can you meet me at your mailbox? Meet me at the street. I said, well, this house, that's fine, meet me at the street.
So he pulls up, I'm watching him while I'm standing on the porch making sure nothing crazy is happening. And he pulls up and sticks a double bag out the window with him in it, hands it to her, never looks at her, never says anything, and drives up. And we've never heard another word from him since.
Yeah, he handed Will to me, window came down, window went right back up, he never pumped the brakes, he just slowed down. Around the corner, I've never seen him again. He had a military museum inside his antique store, so it was his personal collection.
So myself being a soldier, brought him in, we understood there's probably something else going on. We needed his bottom. I took mine and found laid it next to him. His helmet and said, look, I'm a soldier too, let's figure this thing out. Let's figure out what's going on with you.
I can see where they might have thought that it was a Nazi moment, but I'm not saying that. I can see that they would be confused. We were told on the more, it's just everybody was involved. It was a big internet thing, social media.
So when we were doing more research, we opened up that brand that's inside. And there was a local newspaper, 1930. We know the town he was in, and we got some of his red hair. We got some of his red hair that was saved. He was able to come through on equipment, exactly who he was. And for you redheaded ladies, when you come around, he has a tendency to be more attached to you guys.
Yeah, he's a flirt.
I guess he's looking for a little gender.
was a young lady in New Orleans last weekend that had long hair, red hair down to here, and she was 15. And they talked for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. He's quite the flirt. So I think that he passed the way he did, but he's brave, he's a wonderful soldier, and we love him. And he does come to me in my dreams, and I'll see his face come up, and he's got this gorgeous red hair, kind of orange red, it's not strawberry. And he's kind of, and then he just slowly pulls away. I wish I could change so much for him. All right, Willem, you know how to do the K2 meter. Are you going to be shy today, or are you going to do this for us?
Well, do we need to find a red-headed lady to come up here and talk to you?
There's a red hair, K2 jump. What about a red hair guy with a red beard?
No.
Maybe no?
Sorry.
That ain't it. That is not it for him.
Kudos to another gender. He's really more interested in another redheaded.
He said something. Oh, that's Emily. Hey, honey, I hear you. We're talking to Willem. Please don't do that. Take the reverb off. Say hi, Willem.
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
He was there from us.
Yeah, he talks like us. Are you looking for a 15-year-old girl today? Yes.
He was 15, so it's
Yeah, he
that's
was.
normal.
Yeah, he joined in for. Did we do that?
I think
we might have. I was bearing down on the table. Thank you, Richard.
Yes, dear.
He said, "What's up?"
So,
What's up? That's him. Does anybody feel anything from Willem? I thought maybe you did. He's 18, living behind you, and I thought he would like talking. I think Richard's looking for another battery for his device. I'm going to start this all again. Mom. Yeah,
I think he is.
he calls me mom. His parents were killed. So it was good for him for service. This seems to be dead. Just, it's just hard times, I do work with spirit guides. Are there any of you guys that work with spirit guides that do those for me? I have one named Kendrick. He follows. He's actually, I've read for his grandmother, and after she left, he was killed in a car accident. He said, well, now what? That's him. He's like, now what? I said, we can just go. He's like, okay, cool. So he goes in between spirits and talks to them, and then tells me what he sees instead of trying to get a stranger to talk to us. It's easier.
they drained the battery.
They drained the battery.
That's why I started making that
thing.
squealing sound. What was that?
I heard it too.
Make contact.
Yeah, it's outstanding regular now.
All right, William.
I heard Marley. I think that he's talking to her. Just lay it right here. You got it, Gwen? Yep.
You picked the K2 up. Like, I'm not the K2 down by accident.
Oh.
I was trying to get it so it wouldn't roll. Okay.
Willem, are you tired? You ready to go back and chill out? Have you seen any cute girls for the show? I have.
He's 15. What do you say?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we still see cute girls. I don't, but well, I can recognize beauty. So, what kind of girl are you looking for, Willem? Oh. By the way, Richard Johnson and his beautiful wife Pauline are over here in the corner. They've got a big sign up. This is one of their REM pods they allow you to use. And they're also doing a raffle. They've got a cooler and a bunch of cool things in it. You can buy raffle tickets. As you know, that I'm going to auction off the Pixar. And thank you for letting me use your equipment, Richard. He purchased this device from Jay Prather. These are some of the instruments that I used during the show. Yes. I heard yes.
Are you looking forward to people coming and seeing you over at your lab?
Right here.
Right here?
Right here. What did you ask, man?
So is there someone in the audience right here that you particularly want to speak to?
He said right here is why we're asking. Well, she's got kind of red, well, red-ish, sorta. Look at she's grinning. I don't know what this going.
I think he's got his mind on something else.
All right, guys, we're going to finish this up. Any last words? Now's a good time to speak on it. We're ready to finish it up. Any last words from the audience?
Last word for singing.
Oh,
Oh, that might be Marlon. Is that nice word? No nice word? Going to sing?
Sing?
You want to sing?
she said her.
Don't start now. All right, Marley, and the rest of the objects that are up here, the spirit boxes, we're gonna close this out and finish this up. Thank you all for being a part of
Thank you, guys.
And the Paracon Road Show. We're gonna be doing this, I think it's gonna be an annual thing every time we come to the Paracon. So make sure you take the last day.
I got any idea about this?
Oh, that's his microphone. All right. So thank you guys. Please give a warm welcome. Thank you to the audience that are up here, everybody else. Thank you guys for being a part of it. If you have any questions, we got
Thank
this
you,
set
Richard.
up over there. And everybody go by and see Richard, Pauline, and see all this work equipment they have that you guys can get. Thank you.
Everybody.